6 men bringing you back.
Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your to cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Man, me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple me.
Gratitude will make every day a great day. It expands your awareness and helps you experience every moment with freedom, creativity, and joy. The more grateful you are for what you have, the more you can create. Keep applauding your progress. You will become a magnet for all good things when you ground your soul with gratefulness. Get ready to receive more. Wagwan, my people. Hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing all right. Find myself alive yet another morning. Every day above ground is a blessing. How awesome it is to be amongst the living and surely not amongst the dead. People, 100% thing along in the news. I'm not telling you something. Long time I tell you if it's build them I eat that, you know. Only they feel like joke me I make. But hold on, man. So rich right there, so just get back and relax. Let me give you no ball-to-ball commentary right now. Crocus back the writer, so full. Relatives and friends has identified the man who was shot and killed by gunmen while he picked up his nephew and niece from school at the park near Santa Cruz in St. Elizabeth on Tuesday. He has been identified as Davar Garwood, otherwise called Bòll, same picture they right up there, so a resident and mason of Institution Drive, more popular called Back Road in Santa Cruz. Yes, people, not Back Road at Portmore. You understand? Back road, right in a centi. Yeah. Garwood, while transporting the children from Park Mountain Primary, was ambushed by gunmen mid-afternoon Tuesday at the intersection of Park Community Entrance and the Santa Cruz to La Cova Main Road. The vehicle in which he and the children were traveling crashed following the shooting. And people, you want to see him slump over, right over the steering wheel. We have a picture and a little piece of video can't show no. So forward and come look on it. Hold on, I can move on and go over the ghetto. A 52-year-old shopkeeper was killed in Gregory Park, St. Catherine on Tuesday morning. The St. Catherine South Police said at about 9 o'clock, Diane Griffith was sitting in front of her shop in the area known as Gulf when she was shot. Yes, people. The police were called and guess what? They pick up her body and carry her right over Spanish Town Hospital right there. So, but people, a long time now I've seen Miss Diane, you know. And I just know. When they come and burn down my shop and belongs to her, you know, and see them now, them come and flick her back. And guess what, people? Them are said political motivated because she a big labor right. I want to not feel like I make up my story. I never me say so. And the people, them in the community, and them tell me, and me just give you the news. Just as how me tell you, say, yard boy get box. Tell him, and can just say, yo, come press conference. And say a lie, my view, I tell you. Anyway. Police them say, them a boy, them a look for get still up way.
Ian Thomas, OC Scaly of a Gregory Park address. Sanjay Tracy, OC Years of a Gregory Park address. Miguel Tracy of a Gregory Park address. Sanjay Tracy and Miguel Tracy are brothers. We are asking them to report to the Portmore CIB by 5 p.m. today, February 7th, 2023.
You know, to be quite honest, I don't think it's politically motivated. The jury's still out though, you know, but I don't see the politics. I think what is at play is just criminal elements exercising wanton disregard for life. That is simply what it is. And so I do not want to escalate it to the level of politics. This is just, in my opinion, based on the information to date, that is just criminal elements acting out. And that is something that we have to try to address.
Police boy, do me a favor, tapping eyes. Politics written all over it. So what I said, I mean what I said. I know me already. And now I take it back. MP, your time.
I was at a function in my constituency earlier this morning when the member of parliament for this constituency called me. informing me of the death, the murder of a lady that I knew personally, being a part of the political organization in this era for years now. I know Diana for some time. And so it came as a surprise when MP Thrơąt said to me that she was killed around 9:30 this morning. You know, it's like something that I cannot even think or imagine possible. You know, she was known to be a very quiet person, maybe a bit outspoken on anything that she believed in, but you know, nothing that would warrant her to be murdered in such a heinous manner. And so I'm here to sympathize with the family, show support for my colleague, as well as the family and the community at large.
Do you think it have any political motivation behind the decision, sir?
You know, to be quite honest, I don't think it's politically motivated. The jury is still out though, you know, but I don't see the politics. I think what is at play is just criminal elements exercising wanton disregard for life.
That is that where that is concerned. Watch it, make I move on now. A popular anchovy St. James water operator was gunned down while at Lawson Square in the parish on Monday afternoon. He is 38-year-old Shɛldon Bòll, who live in Gònattąck district, Anchovy. The shooting happened at about 3:10 p.m. The police report that Bòll was walking along the roadway when he was pounced upon by two armed men who opened fire. Not one, but two gunmen this time. You understand? He was shot multiple times. His attacker escaped the area on foot. Yes, they never have the bike. What them walk. The police were summoned and Bòll was transported right up a Cornwall Regional Hospital to be placed on ice because a whole heap of space was there. Yes. Anyway, can I move on again? Right in a Port Maria, Magan, just a stone throw away from the Port Maria police station. Yeah. Look at the police, them in that sleep. I them hear the noise and just decide to watch ya. We not pay no mind. The attack on the homeless community. You understand? This time, the man them go so and bust O'Neill Collins throat. And people, let me tell you something. O'Neill and a really one madman, you know. You understand? He's just homeless. There's a difference between being homeless and mad. When I link the people them in Port Maria are the same song them a sing. O'Neill Collins was known as a quiet, unassuming man who largely kept to himself. Listen, this a party are good now. And had no known conflict with anyone. We can't talk about what we don't know. You understand? So I have to put it that way. It is beyond baffling as to why anyone would want to hurt him. And not just hurt him, then bust him throat, you understand? So you know him dead. Right past spot. And the big E that police, them hear the nice, you know. They hear the nice, but they decide so them never come out. Anyway, now people, make I move on. Here's a vehicle, right off vehicle. But guess what I go on for this one this time? It's a man right off the beam I just by. A man believed to be a fun son. Mine, yesterday afternoon, died after being hit by a motor car in Hanover. He is yet to be identified by the Sandy Bay police. Remember, you know, they only identify him as a madman. You understand? We normally call him madman or we see him on the road. The police reported about 1:45 p.m. a medical doctor attached to the Falmouth Hospital in Trelawney was driving his BMW motor car from the direction of Lucy Hospital towards Montego Bay, St. James when the man reportedly walked into the path of the vehicle and was hit. Yes. The car too fast for him to understand, kind just bite. Him not really understand the features. You understand? The man sustained injuries to the head and body. Tell you what happened next. I don't really want me to tell you. Him dead, right on the spot. Yes, people, on the spot, him dead. Anyway, now, watch it make I move on. Mr. People, and I just know me, I tell you, if it's barely them, I idiot, you know. A long time, me, I tell you, and I cannot believe all of the people, them, when them group up and put together a press conference yesterday, not one of them could have pick up them book, looking at them book, and say, yo, Rev still there road, and ask him, what about Rev? Member good. He make this loud outburst, you know. You could hear him, officer. You understand? And then me tackle him again.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. My questions are to the Commissioner or Mr. Daly, either of the two. It's in relation to the police. I'd like to find out if any arrest has been made in the last two major times at the Montego Bay Port. Also, whether or why is it that there is no police presence at any of our ports? In other words, in other places in the world, you probably know the police would probably be stationed in ports, but not in Jamaica. And I'm not sure why this is not so.
Thank you. You want to deal with the first part? First, I'll deal with the second part.
Yes, sir. There has not been any arrest in respect of that matter. The investigation is ongoing. I will not comment much on it, but what I will say, it's difficult to isolate both finds. Both finds are actually connected, and we are following significant lead, and ultimately we'll come back to the public to let them know what is the result. But if I may, Commissioner, just to expand on it, I overheard some discussion on one of our stations that was on Sunday, where the argument that was posited was that of all the seizures that we have made at the port, there has been no arrest, and that the individual actually sought to question whether or not the police is acting on intelligence or just tip-off, and further alluded to the fact that our international agencies are not cooperating or do not trust us as an organization. What I will say in relation to that, and the individual went on to highlight the fact that they don't want to hear about siege of firearm, they want to hear about arrest and sting operations. We are the practitioners. This is not a CSI that we are looking at. I mean, people watch it and they believe that what they see is what is happening in the real world. Real policing is different from what you see in CSI. Any law enforcement across the globe will tell you that one of the most difficult type of control delivery is firearm. Firearms, if we engage in that type of activity and we lose the firearm, we have to consider the risk that is involved. Do we take the risk of allowing those firearms to escape our grasp and then become a threat to the nation? Most organized nations will tell you that the only way that can be done is if we are involved from the get-go. Now, what I will say further is that most of those recoveries were based on intelligence. And intelligence, sometimes local, some of them were from our international partners. And we have an excellent relationship with our partners in terms of sharing information, not only relating to firearm, but in relation to narcotics. I will just briefly say, and I will just for public information, that a number of our seizures that we have made arrests, and we have we have engaged our international partners, and we have had conviction in the United States of America. One of the first person that was convicted was Jerome Rooms. He pled guilty, and that was in 2017 when we recovered 6 firearms. In 2017, 19 firearms were recovered. And coming out of that, we did an investigation in Westmoreland where a number of gang members were arrested as well. Shɛldon Robinson, one of the gang leaders who live and resides in the United States, based on our collaboration with our international partner, he was arrested and charged and convicted and sentenced to 30 months imprisonment. We are awaiting his deportation because once he's sent back to Jamaica, he will be charged by us. And I could go, there was an occasion when we had 21 firearms, that was last year, 2019 actually. 21 firearms were recovered. We have actually made arrests in that matter. And then we had the firearms that were recovered, 21, Kingston Freight Handlers Limited, 21 firearms were recovered. 4 persons were charged, including the mastermind. And I could name several others. So I just want to disabuse the mind of people who believe that we do not have the competence to investigate these cases, as well as the sort of working relationship that we have with our partners. We have improved our skills, our intelligence, and the collaboration with our international partner is beyond question.
Fitzbailey, do us all a favor. You and the commissioner and the rest of police them tap on the nice. Uno is a bunch of useless tool. Yeah man, me be honest, uno want to give me target shoot, you know. Uno no make no sense whatsoever. Nobody trusts uno. Yeah man, uno come talk about international partner. The people them not trust uno, the people them know say uno no sense. And uno defend criminal. Uno feel like say we don't know this. We know all of this, you know. Anyway, now people, you don't know once people that in the ghetto at my place, and me I go up on the ground, go tell them exactly what go on. So don't bother worrying yourself. Me I circle Riverton today, and I couldn't know what go on, power go on. And the police them not sense, you know. All the police them need to do is just contact me and I give them the information. You understand? Stop go round and chat nonsense. You can't come say this last night and then somebody else come say something in the morning. Only can record one story. One story. And people, remember me always come and say, slap where all is of them. But me now go tell no police, say, go wake up nobody out of them bed and slap them. No.